Okay.
1258, what's their backing around to that vehicle?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely something going on with it. We got out and looked at the can of fireworks and what can. Appreciate it. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. Have a license? You have a license on you, sir? Where are you going to? Where do you live at?
I live in Medina.
Medina? Do you know where you're at right now, Robert? Where are you at?
Yes, just got off the exit.
Yeah, what exit are you at?
I'm not sure. Place by,
Why aren't you sure where you're at?
excuse me?
Why aren't you sure where you're at?
I'm just trying to get home.
Yeah, I got that. Well, unfortunately, Mr. Sweany, we've had not one but two different calls on you, okay?
I'm sorry.
Somebody followed you into the parking lot and saw you piss up at the fireworks store, then you hop back on, and you're going the wrong direction on how to get home. Where are you coming from?
Is the camera on?
Yep. So, are you carrying a firearm right now, or is it somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else, so you don't have one on your person?
Nope.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you know how this goes. Because we got not one but two calls on you, including the guy that just stopped here. He followed you all the way down from here. All right. So I'm going to have you get out of the car for me, okay, Robert? So go ahead and step out for me, please. You're sure you're not carrying right now? You are carrying?
Yes,
Where's the? Please don't touch it for me. Okay. Where's your firearm at?
it's on my
On your hip? Okay. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me. Just don't touch your firearm for me, okay? Just clear your hands on the car. I'm going to treat you. I'm going to remove your fire. Put your hands on the car for me. I'm going to remove your firearm. I'm going to secure it, okay? Don't move your hands. Keep them up there until I get your weapon secured, okay? Mr. Sweany, go ahead and come on back here for me, okay? You stand right there with my flashlight beam shining. Is that the only weapon you had on you, sir? Okay. I'm going to shut your door, that way don't get hit. Are you aware that you pissed yourself?
Excuse me?
Are you aware that you soiled yourself?
No.
Okay, well, it looks like you did, all right? Okay, so, well, here's how I'm going to treat you like anybody else, okay? Like I say, this is different because we got two calls on you, okay. All right? And like I say, time I was behind you, you were all over the road, all right? So, I'm going to run you through some field sobriety test, okay? And we'll go from there. But right now, because of the calls, I can't really help you
I'm
out
sorry.
much, all right? So, go and put your glasses on the hood of my patrol car, please. Stand right over here with my flashlight beam
I'm
setting.
gonna do that, right?
You're not gonna do them?
No.
Okay. Very good. Well, here's what's going to happen, all right? You smell like a brewery. You've pissed yourself. We've had 2 calls on you, and you can't keep it between the line. As a matter of fact, you can barely talk, and your eyes are really glassy and
I'm
bloodshot.
sorry.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it happens. People make mistakes. Have you ever been charged with an OVI before?
I am.
You have? How recently?
4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. Do you know what time it is right now?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Probably about 11 or 12 o'clock.
Okay. What time do you get off work?
I got off work today 8.
Well, in that weapon.
Hours, whatever.
Okay, and that gun was the only one you had on you?
Yes,
Is there anything else in the car? Any other firearms?
Nothing.
Well, if you don't want to take the test, any of them, you don't want to do the one-leg stand, walk and turn, the pen test, you don't want to do any of that? Okay. Well, in your condition, I don't have much choice, all right? So I'm going to ask you to face away from me. I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
Sure.
I'm going to put 2 sets on you. Do you have somebody that can come help you out?
Yeah.
A phone call?
I'll call.
She's in Medina.
Yeah.
I'm going to use 2 sets on you. Okay. I hate to do this to you, but like I say, it's all right. That's 2 cups. That's about as loose as I can get them, all right?
Yeah, I'm cool. Sorry.
Conviction date is 6/24/13. 6/24/13.
Wish you just would have stayed put, man.
Sounds like this. Yeah. Sound like this side. I know you're on my side. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Hey, you just put me in a tough spot, and I hate to be put in a tough
I'm
spot.
sorry. Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand. It happens. We all make mistakes. If you have a phone, is it in the car?
Yes, in the car. I'm sorry.
Goes back on the best I can for you.
Thank
sir.
you. Seriously, thank you. Seriously.
You stand right there for me. I'll go get your phone for you, okay?
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your country home for the holidays.
Do you know where your phone's at?
No, I think it's in the front of my car.
The front?
Well,
It's not in your wallet.
no. I think it's I plugged in my iPhone thing.
I'll go up and look again.
I think it's right in the center. The
Center console.
there?
Yeah, it was on there. So you know you're in Ashland.
Hey, listen, I got pulled over, so you're gonna take me down. Yeah, you're gonna book me, and I'll call you shortly, okay?
What city?
What city, will you?
Ashland.
Ashland.
Alright, call me.
Hey, Kim, this is Sergeant
Yeah.
Bishop.
Yeah.
He's in pretty rough shape. Is there a way? I don't really feel like locking him up, obviously. Is there a way you can come down and pick him up?
Yeah, can you tell me where to go?
You coming from Medina? Your best bet's probably to go out, hit 71, take that south to the Ashland exit, which is, I think, US 250, exit number 186. You familiar with that? I think there's a big oasis, or Minute Mark's called now at that exit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll hop off there, you'll turn left at the traffic light at the end of the ramp, and you'll go, I think it's almost exactly 1 mile to the highway patrol post.
Okay, is there any way that, can you, give me a phone number that I can call you in case I get lost?
You can call his phone, he'll have access to it.
Alright,
So
I'll
he's-
leave right now.
All right, we'll probably be about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so before we get into all the paperwork. There's no super rush.
Alright.
All right, thanks.
Do I need somebody to get his car?
Well, unfortunately, it looks like he had another one of these a couple years ago, so the car is not going to be subject to immobilization, so that means the license plates get taken off of it, and he's got to go through the court to get it back.
Alright.
So I don't make those rules, and I don't have much to say on that. All right, so if you'd go ahead and start down this way, I'd appreciate it.
Alright,
Thanks.
thank you.
Mhm.
Bye.
You don't happen to have a flathead, do you?
Record does.
Get the record.
Did you hear that, detective, about
I'm sorry,
no, about your car, because you had a previous one? Look here on TV, you do have to read your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Any say can't be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. Have an attorney present with you during a questioning. You also have the right to stop answering questions anytime you speak to an attorney. You understand that, sir?
I sure do.
Since your car is going to be going to the record yard, is there anything in there that you're going to need right now? Bring this bag with us, and we'll put your wallet in there. Hey Steve, do you want to witness this and I'll get him back for a test? Do you have any house keys in there? Any prescription medications?
Yeah. It's empty.
I think.
Actually, they're all empty.
All right. Don't worry about it. If you want to witness this, I'll just run him back.
Yep.
Refusal. I'm going to read this form to you here, okay, and that's only I'm required to. It says you're now under arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, or a combination of them, operating a vehicle while under the influence of illicit-controlled substance or illicit metabolite-controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical test, which would be the breath test, required by law, your Ohio driver privileges will be suspended immediately. You have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a commercial driver's license and refuse to submit to the test or test, you will immediately be placed out of service for 24 hours. You will be disqualified for operating a commercial motor vehicle for a period of not less than 1 year. You'll be required to surrender your driver's license to me. If you have a prior conviction of OVI, OVUAC, or operating a vehicle while under the influence of illicit-controlled substance or illicit metabolite-controlled substance under state or municipal laws in the preceding 20 years, you are now under arrest for state OVI, and if you refuse to take a chemical test, you will face increased penalties if you are subsequently convicted of state OVI. That part's important. What that says, I want you to deal with these, but since you have a prior one within 20 years, if you refuse this one, it's going to increase the penalties. All right? If you've previously pled guilty or been convicted of 2 or more OVIs, this doesn't apply to you, but I'm going to read it anyways. OVUACs or equivalent offenses in the previous 10 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of 5 or more OVIs, OVUACs, or equivalent offenses in the previous 20 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of a felony of any of the above violations, and refuse to submit to a chemical test required by law, I am authorized to use whatever reasonable means are necessary to ensure that you submit to a chemical test. If you take any chemical test required by law and are found to be at or over the prohibited amount of alcohol, a controlled substance, or metabolite of a controlled substance in your whole blood serum, plasma, breath, or urine is set by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately, and you'll have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you do take a chemical test, you may have an independent chemical test taken at your own expense. What this shows, with 1 prior conviction, if you refuse to test, it's a suspension for 2 years. If you take the test and test over the legal limit, the suspension is 1 year. Okay, so 2 years for refusing, 1 year for taking the test and testing it.
So if I refuse, it's 2 years?
Right. And it's also an increased penalty for the refusal of the test. If you have somebody you want to call and ask, you can do that. I'll leave that up to you.
Can I ask for a lawyer?
You can ask for a lawyer, yeah.
Yeah.
When we get back to the patrol post, I'll give you your phone. I'm not going to wait around for hours, but I'll let you make a couple phone calls. If you got somebody you want to call that can give you some advice, you can do that. All right?
Yes, sir.
What we're going to do, he's going to finish up here with the car. We're going to run back to the patrol post.
Okay.
Offer you the breath test or whatever you want to do. We'll do our paperwork.
Okay.
And we'll work on our way out here. Was there a registration or insurance card in the blood box? I'll put this set of keys here in your pocket.
Okay. Good.
Nada?
Invoices and stuff.
Okay. I got it from dispatch. You can come on back here, sir, and have a seat from there. You want to sit down with your butt first and then slide your feet in, you can do that. That would be a little more comfortable for you.